Hey boys, welcome back to some more Warriors career mode, but it's going to be Game 3, State of Origin, and we've got the series wrapped up, but, you know, every Origin game is a big game, and a couple of guys were back from injury. I think it's a full-strength side. Once again, I do forget to switch Morgan, not Morgan, I do forget to switch Kronk and Thurston. I just always forget to do that sort of stuff. I just wish the game had them in the proper numbers to begin with, because I'm, making the squad, getting all the plays right, and then, then they have bloody Thurston playing halfback Kronk 5'8". Doesn't, it's not a big deal, but that's what happens. But this is a little animation that always happens Game 3. I thought it might have only happened like if it was a decider. I actually think this is a cool it's a cool lead up to it. I think it looks pretty good as we look at the New South Wales lineup. Obviously fairly strange. You got Coot there, Matt Pryor. Who else have they got? I mean, they had Leilua, who, is a potential player. Matt Moylan on the bench, Junior Paulo. I think probably Paulo could have got a run this year in real life instead of a couple of other guys. But, Leilua, I thought at the start of the year, Leilua, he should probably get a go if he's playing that well. But honestly, when Origin sort of came around, I thought Leilua actually, dropped off a little bit, and I don't think he really deserved the selection. James Roberts, on the other hand, I think should have been there over either of the centers they picked. But yeah, let's get into the game, not worry about the real life too much. Like I said, the series is wrapped up. Actually, what I was going to talk about, the little animation that's pretty cool. I think it would be better if they did that Game 1, because obviously if you come to Game 3 and it's not a decider, it seems a little strange that they, show the players coming out for this massive game, even though it's a dead rubber. So I think Game 1, they probably should have made that as the animation, but again, it's not a big deal. It's still a cool little cutscene, I guess, as Wade Graham's going to make a break here. Billy Slater comes up with the massive hits, and Dylan Napa is going to get to go on the little counter attack there. It is a wet night here, so could be a few loose balls. As I was trying to get the outside play happening, but I picked out the wrong man right there. As Fafita gets straight through there. And we do give away the penalty. I was actually sort of happy about that. Josh Maguire was just offside. Got the ball thrown straight into him. So, they'll take the 2 points, and I'm perfectly happy with that, because, we're going to have to score at least once to win the game. So, if they take 2 points, then, we can still counter that. As Maguire gets plenty of room to move. Had Fafita offside. So, just mounds of room there. And we're going to look to attack this blindside. Thurston gets the ball onto Papali. Could have gone for the offload, but, probably safer option not to throw it. But, yeah, the wet weather, I feel like, I don't know, I'm sort of happy about it, but I feel like in this game, the wet weather actually doesn't affect the game at all. As we're setting up for this outside-inside play. It's a pretty good play, but this time we actually pick out Matt Scott, and it's going to work an absolute treat. Usually, the fullback, which would be Billy Slater, looms up on the inside, but that time Matt Scott was sort of in the way, and he ended up with the ball, and it sort of worked out really well, because obviously the defense thought it was going to Slater, and Matt Scott, he just had one to beat the big step and crashed over. So a beautiful try. I just love, when I first started playing this game, the set plays, I was honestly, I don't know if I'd use the word let down. I just sort of thought they weren't that useful, and I didn't think they were going to be that good in the game. But honestly, the more I've played, the better the set plays have become, in my opinion. Especially the inside plays is right there. I thought we were a little hard done by here with this forward pass. I mean, that's gone backwards. I mean, flat. I mean, it's flat, but geez, pretty rough there to get given a forward pass, I thought. And Inglis he had room to move as well, so fairly frustrating. But yeah, the inside plays, I love using them. They're easily my most used, and the reason I love the inside plays so much is because there's a lot of variation to them. I think I've talked about this before, but right here, the Blues, they get pinged for a forward one, so a bit of karma going our way, but Pryor looked like he was actually through, so thankfully it was called forward. But yeah, I talked about this before, but the inside plays, there's quite a few like variations of them. I think there's four. I think there's four variations of the inside play, and it sort of depends where you are on the field, like how, if you're in the middle of the field, to the left or to the right, and also if you're on your try line or their try line, which is really cool as we put up the bomb and Josh Papali just lines Tupou up. Man, I just love, I've talked about this before as well, and that's right there. That's a big hit, and then we give away the high tackle, so compounding errors. But right there, it was my mistake. Like, I dropped the ball from the big hit, but it was because I was going to go for a pass, and I just mistimed it a little bit, as again, the offload, I thought that might have been a touch forward, but gonna have to do some defending here. But I do, the big hits, they are pretty frequent, but I do love the big hits, man. They're so much fun. I especially love putting up bombs to wingers and then chasing through with the back rower or center and trying to put the big hit on when they land. It's really good. And Tupou losing the ball was just it was beautiful to watch, honestly. But the Blues are coming hard in this second half. The game, the series is over, but we definitely want to win this game. But Mitchell Pearce, typical Pearcey, his short kicking game in Origin, absolutely dreadful right there. He puts in the kick on fourth play. It was a bit of a selfish play as well, because he was sort of just kicking for himself, but he goes dead, so relieves all the pressure, as this time the outside-inside play works a treat, although Slater is rooted. He's got no stamina. He's done a lot of defense this game, so not too potent in attack, but he's been very solid in the back for us this whole series. As last play, it's only 6-2. I mean, I would love to score a try and wrap the game up, as again we put the bomb up here, and Tupou this time underneath and takes it well above the man. Is Cohen Hess, the X Factor off the bench, just rushes aside of, I think it was Matt Pryor, makes a big run downfield. As Thurston haven't seen too much run of the ball, but end of the game, throwing the dummy there, going straight through. Typical Thurston, and really good position here to press as Gavin Cooper, a beautiful ball. The ankle tap, we get the offload. It would have been a nice try. Just Gavin Cooper, he's a great line runner in real life, and that time in the game, just great stuff. As we put up the kick here, it's a pretty well way to kick. Cohen Hess, not a bad man to be chasing it, but Daniel Tupou, he is probably the one man you don't want to be kicking those high ones to. As again, we're going to put up that sort of midfield bomb. Lachlan Coote is going to take it, and absolutely met there again by Dane Gagaway. Lachlan Coote, a little bit of a strange selection in the Blues lineup, and we can sort of target just his small frame at the back, and that's exactly what we did. We just leveled him. As a couple of minutes to go in this game, we've got it wrapped up. We would love to finish with a try and just seal the game, as Cooper Cronk this time. Good defense though. I mean, we've had a few chances. We've looked pretty dangerous in attack. We just can't cross the stripe again. Beautiful ball back on the inside, but it was well read by the Blues. They come up with a big hit, but we do get to play on with Thurston, although that is going to be full time. The boys don't worry about not scoring. They have won the series, a whitewash, and a pretty good series. I played pretty well, and I was pretty happy all round with the performance. We could have scored a few more tries in this last game, I feel like, but overall it was a great series. There's Thurston holding up the trophy, and Origin matches, even if they're just in the game, I still definitely want to win them. Cameron Smith, man the match, and pretty decent completion rates from us. And hopefully, guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like, and I'll see you guys next time.